Hello everybody out there watching on YouTube, and welcome to race number 22 of Season 4 of the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. I'm Levi McIntyre, the voice of the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series, here to welcome you to the NAPA Auto Parts Challenge Part 2 here at Oswego Speedway, as we're getting set for 45 laps of racing here on this half-mile dirt track. And yes, this is Part 2 here at Oswego. We had Part 1 earlier in the season, and I can't remember off the top of my head who won Part 1, but we are here for Part number 2, and it should be quite the event considering how great the first race was here. I'm expecting more of the same. Perhaps maybe it'll be even better this time around. And also, I just want to say thank you all so much for being patient over the past couple weeks. I've just been very busy with other things going on, as well as other video projects I wanted to do. But I am back since I have free time to record, and I'm back to try and do my best to finish up Season 4 of the Marvel Studios Cup Series. Not to mention, after this race, there's only 4 races left until the chase. And speaking of the chase, let's actually take a look at the point standings coming into this race. So, after the last race we ran, which I believe was Pocono, Joshua Sekuli leads by 24 points over both William Brock and Tim Fiegel. 4th is Chris Dollerton. 5th is our pole sitter for tonight, Dylan Young. 6th is Sean Galligan. 7th, James McLeod. 8th, Kyle Matthews. 9th, Dylan Poteet. 10th, Jessica Shelton. 11th, Seth Cole. And 12th, Trent Dunham. Currently the 2 wildcard drivers are James Qualls and Zach Flickinger. James Qualls is the wild card driver for having 1 win outside the top 12, inside the top 30 in points, and Zach Flickinger for having 2 wins inside the top 30, outside the top 12. Still got a few races left for other drivers who have 1 win to try and put their name in the hat for the wild card spots. Nonetheless, let's take a look at the starting lineup. Starting in the last row is James McLeod and Emmanuel Hartnett. Top 10, Dylan Young, his 5th pole this season. I think that's a record. Man, I tell you, that 2 car has been stepping it up in qualifying. Starting next to him is rookie Shane Lake. Row 2 is the points leader Joshua Sekuli with Alex Strayton, a rookie, next to him. Row 3, Preston Plord, Jay Jefferson. Row 4, DJ Curtis, Benjamin Miles, and then row 5, Tim Fiegel and Joshua Collard. However, let's go ahead and get the command to fire engines for the NAPA Auto Parts Challenge Part 2 here at Oswego.
Drivers, start your engines!
So now all 42 drivers rolling on the racetrack for their 1 pace lap. And another thing to mention, from here on out, at least twice per race we're going to have commercial breaks. However, you will still be able to see the action on the racetrack on the bottom of the screen, and the commercial will be above. So that way it kind of puts less stress on my voice when commentating. Pace car going through pit road. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go dirt track racing, boys and girls. Already a lead change up at the front. Joshua Sekuli took the lead away from Dylan Young before they got to the start-finish line, but now Sekuli's got a challenger in Preston Plord in the 24, as he's going to try and put his name up there to lead a lap. So already some interesting competition up here at the front of the field. This is about like how I remembered the start of Part 1 here at Oswego was earlier this season, where you saw a lot of back and forth with a lot of drivers working their way up through the field. And right now, Preston Plord leads the way, and if I remember correctly, I think it might have been Zach Flickinger who won Part 1. And speaking of Flickinger, he's already up here in second. He's won the sweep Oswego this season, although a little bit of contact with DJ Curtis. Luckily they didn't wreck right there, but Flickinger's still trying to get clear of the 4 car and also try and hold off everyone else behind him as here comes Charles Sanford. But as a result of this action going on behind the race leader being, oh, and we got a Rex Cooley upside down, barrel rolls. Stack up on the racetrack, caution definitely out, as Sekuli got put up into the wall and went for a few barrel rolls. But it looks like now they were racing back, although be careful! As drivers were slowing down, oh man. I think they're going to be okay. Although it looks like perhaps some drivers will either be put a lap down or will be able to go around them. What in the world is Sanford doing blocking Qualls when Qualls is trying to get back on the lead lap? But I don't know if those... now it's looking like they're all going to get to go on by. But man, that was a crazy, crazy incident, and all some contact with Emmanuel Hartnett and Preston Plord trying to get on through. Yeah, still a lot of drivers trying to get by the leaders to get back on the lead lap. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the replay of what brought the caution out for the first time today here at Oswego. Well, here's a look at what happened. So it happens from a 4-wide going wrong. Dylan Jacobs has plenty of room on the bottom, and Shane Lake's trying to give room for him, but he ends up coming up into Tim Fiegel and DJ Curtis, and Fiegel just forces the 82 up the wall, which forces the 82 to go upside down for a couple of barrel rolls, and a couple cars are going to make some contact, big contact from Jay Jefferson, who actually ended up getting up off of 2 wheels, did a wheelie for a second. And then a lot of drivers just get stacked up here and maybe get some cosmetic damage. Like right there, Jessica Shelton gets into the 82 a little bit. But yeah, the 82, the points leader coming into this race out early. So that's going to provide a huge window of opportunity for a lot of drivers to gain a lot of ground in the point standings. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take you to the restart here at Oswego. So after that first caution, only 1 car out of the race, and that's Joshua Sekuli. Everybody else still on track. But it looks like I'm only going to get to go through the top 10 in the running order here. So Preston Plord is your leader. Second is Charles Sanford. Third is Zach Flickinger. Fourth, Dylan Jacobs. Fifth, Dylan Poteet. Sixth is DJ Curtis. Seventh, Shane Lake. Eighth, Dylan Young. Ninth, Johnny Gardner. 10th, James Richardson. And the green flag will wave now, as it is 33 laps to go, and here in about 5 laps we will take our first commercial break of the night. But we're going to keep our eyes here on the action for a few laps, as here comes Sanford with a run on the inside of the 24. Already some battling going on up here at the front. The 03, with nobody giving him any kind of draft, is making a move, perhaps stick. Let's see if he can get clear of the 24 off of turn 4. He doesn't quite, but he will get to lead that lap, and a valuable bonus point for the 03 car. Meanwhile, Dylan Jacobs been putting the pedal to the metal. I believe from what I saw in the running order, or the starting lineup, he actually started 18th and is already now up here to 2nd, and now is trying to go for the lead. He's trying to go for his 2nd win this season. His first win this season came at, I want to say it was Road America, if we actually did run there. But now Dylan Jacobs trying to get his first dirt track win of his career, and he clears Charles Sanford. Here in 3 more laps, once we get to lap 18, we will take our first commercial break, but we got to keep our eyes up here on the action, as now battle for second's about to get going. Preston Plord trying to retake a position away from Charles Sanford. However, it's now turned single file up here, but James Richardson I see putting the pedal to the metal, trying to get around Dylan Poteet, and I believe he restarted 10th and is up to 6th now. Right now, Dylan Jacobs currently is your race leader. Stay watching because we're going to go to a commercial break, but you'll still get to see the action on the bottom of your screen. God, I could really use some good quality entertainment, but all I got's $40. So, what the hell am I going to do? Who the fuck are you? Shut up! I'm King Fat, you stupid idiot! And since I heard your complaints that you're looking for some quality entertainment for a value of $40 or under, how about some good old-fashioned Zev Bellringer porn? I said shut up! Anyways, if you go to clipsforsale.com/75701, you can get plenty of good quality porn from the greatest porn star to ever live. Also happens to be my queen. You can get masturbation tutorials, you can get home wrecker videos, you can get all kinds of stuff. So what do you say? I said, what do you say? I don't know what to say to you. Didn't I tell you to shut up? If you want to see some classic Zev Bellringer porn, go to either clipsforsale.com/75701 or the easier link of ZevBellringerporn.com. Trust me, you'll thank me later. That is ZevBellringerporn.com or clipsforsale.com/75701. Hey you, do you like to drink water so you maintain a healthy lifestyle? Well, if you want to live a shitty lifestyle, be sure to check out Shit Tech Shit Water, the kind of water that will make you have explosive diarrhea. I like my water the same way I like my porn. Sexy, seductive, and a lot of action. So what are you waiting for? If you want to spend all day on the toilet, be sure to try out Shit Tech Shit Water. To order your first shipment of Shit Tech Shit Water, be sure to dial 1-800-USELESS or log on to shittyshittech.com. Shit Tech products are currently banned in the states of Vermont, Maryland, and Missouri. So be sure to pick up your product today, while you have the chance. Shit Tech products have just now been outlawed in the state of Oregon. Be sure to pick up your orders now. That is 1-800-USELESS or shittyshittech.com. So yeah, if you want to try Shit Tech Shit Water, go ahead and you'll suffer from explosive diarrhea. Are you going to go get some? No? Well, I can't blame you. Welcome back to Oswego, as you just enjoyed some wonderful commercials, but meanwhile, back up here at the front of the field, Dylan Jacobs still leading the way here at Oswego, and has actually been starting to pull away from second place Charles Sanford. He's now up to nearly a 7/10 of a second lead over second place. But right now, the best battle on track going on right now is for the third position. James Richardson, who, like I said, restarted 10th back on lap 11 and is already up here to third, and Preston Plord has been trying to get back up to him so he can get back to third. Meanwhile, the defending track winner here, if I recall, if I'm correct, I do think it was Zach Flickinger who did win part one here quite a couple of months ago. But right now, he's having a solid run going on in the 5th position. And right now, like I said at the outset of this race, that he was one of the 2 wild card drivers for the chase with the 2 wins. But as like I've said in any races before, next season we're going back to just the top 10 in points making the chase. No wild cards, none of that. So yeah, the rules are going to be different for next season, to say the very least. Meanwhile, up here, James Richardson, man, I tell you, that 11 car is strong. Already now trying to take second away from Charles Sanford. I wonder if, I think we have enough, I think there's enough time for the 11 car to try and get to the 78 and maybe make a challenge for the win. as now he officially clears Charles Sanford for the second position and is right now a little over 0.6 of a second behind the 78. But it seems like once you're able to get up to the front and pull away, it's going to be a tough task for anyone behind them to try and reel him in. But let's see the margin now, as I can definitely tell it closed up a bit. 0.1 of a second it closed up. Meanwhile, Preston Plord just continues to just lose ground fast, and now Zach Flickinger's trying to run on the inside of the 24. And he's going to get that run going into turn 1 here. Less than 10 laps to go here at Oswego. Meanwhile, up here at the front, the lead continues to shrink for Dylan Jacobs. Now it's under 0.4 of a second with 9 laps to go. Does Richardson have something for the 78 of Dylan Jacobs? You can definitely tell he is faster. Look at how much ground he's picking up every lap. I'd say it's now less than 0.2 of a second. A little over 0.2, but he still gained quite a bit of time on the 78, as it's now 8 laps to go, less than 8 laps to go, coming to 7 to go here at Oswego. And James Richardson is reeling in on the back bumper, and also what may benefit the 11 is we got lap traffic ahead of these top two. So you got to wonder if lap traffic's going to help the 78 or hinder the 78, as meanwhile the 11 trying to run a lower lane to get a little more air into the front end to get a big enough run. Right now, oh man, he is really pushing it. He really is trying to push it, and I don't know if that's going to be smart in the end. But the 11's still trying to get a run, and I think he's there. He's there on the quarter panel. Now it's less than 5 to go, and it's side by side for the lead. The 11 of James Richardson underneath the 78 of Dylan Jacobs as they continue to reel in the lap traffic. And another guy who might benefit from this, Charles Sanford, as he's slowly gaining ground on the top two. Well, now that time he actually lost ground. Less than 4 laps to go. And now the 11 finally clears the 78, but does the 78 have anything for the 11? Can he take the spot back? He's still keeping up with him on that back bumper. Little bit of a shot right there. I saw a little bump from the 78 that let him know, hey, I'm not quite done yet. I still got a car too. But he's starting to run out of time if he's going to try and retake the spot. Oh, he's going for it now. He's there on the inside on the quarter panel. Big crossover move here for the 78 with less than 2 laps to go. And they are still trying to get to the lap traffic. Now the 78's back on the inside. Can he clear him off of turn 4? And that might be the deciding factor. And he does clear him. White flag is displaying. 1 lap to go here at Oswego. James Richardson's going to have one final shot. He is coming in quick. He's going to have to pull it down on the inside and really dive it in there, and he's not really going for it. Though he is there on the quarter panel side by side, checkered flag waving. Dylan Jacobs in a great finish wins the NAPA Auto Parts Challenge Part 2 here at Oswego Speedway. What a battle in those last 5 laps. What a race this was. And the dominant car of the night, the 78 of Dylan Jacobs, gets his second win this season and a potential spot in the chase via wildcard. And oh, there's a massive stack-up wreck. Oh, and I see why Dylan Young hit the pit road wall. That's unfortunate, but nonetheless, the race is over anyways. But what a race this was, and what a battle we had at the end. But let's look at the rest of the results. James Richardson thought he had what it took to get by Dylan Jacobs, and he did for a short while, but it was just towards the end there, Dylan Jacobs just somehow, someway managed to come back and retake that lead and win the race. Charles Sanford thought that when they were battling side by side, he was going to be able to get back into the hunt, but just didn't have the speed but still comes through with a third place run. Preston Plord with a solid run in fourth, and then Zach Flickinger rounding out the top 5 in fifth. Johnny Gardner with a great run in the 6th position. Dylan Poteet rounds out 7th. Brandon Gonzalez with a good finish in the 8th position. Alex Drayden finishing out 9th. And then rounding out the top 10, Jackie Tang in 10th. Rest of the top 20 was Dylan Young, Zachary Fitzwater, Dorian Facepuncher, DJ Curtis, Dylan Thoreau, Shane Lake, Kyle Matthews, Matt Haas, Tim Fiegel, Dougie Shears, and then the rest of the top 30 was Carson Gum, William Brock, Emmanuel Hartnett, JT Bryant. I'm remembering old names, sorry, it's been a little while since I've recorded. Chris Dollarton, Matt McIntyre, Jessica Sheldon, Pichu London, Raphael Leduc, Jonathan Zorline, Trent Dunham, and then the rest of the top 40 was Phil Parker, Paul Minnick, Joshua Collard, Sean Galligan, James McLeod, Anthony McCurry, Charles Belding, Seth Cole, Jay Jefferson, James Qualls, and the final car to finish was Benjamin Miles. Only one car out of the race, and that was from our only caution, and that was the points leader coming into this race, Joshua Sekuli. But that does it for our coverage here tonight here at Oswego. Now it's 4 races left until the chase. Until next time, here are your results, rookie points, and regular points heading into the next race. And this is Levi McIntyre signing off.